This semester, you will be asked to complete a creative brief. This is a document that you will use to give me a sense of what you're envisioning for your website, focusing on some of the things that we've talked about in class. Primarily, what is the content of your website, what's the goal, and what's the audience. So the creative brief is going to be in a Google form, and you can see it right here, and I want to walk you through it so you know what's expected of you. It's possible you're going to submit the brief more than one time as your ideas and plans change, and so that's why there is this first section where I ask you to tell me what the current status is. Then you're going to be asked to explain your idea. So this is where you will go through and describe the actual content of your site, what the goal is, and there is a bunch that you can choose from right here, and what are the primary and secondary audiences. Be sure you refer to other places in our course where we've talked about these things in more detail. Then you'll be asked to talk about parallel sites. Parallel sites are other sites that are out there that you're using as inspiration for the site that you will build yourself. So a parallel site might be something where the content is what you're trying to model, or it could be something about the design or structure of the site that you're trying to model in your own site. For each parallel site, and I ask for 3, provide the URL and a description of why you're using it. Then I will ask you a few questions about the design. So what you see here is probably the thing I want to spend the most time on here. I want you to start to give me a sense of what you imagine the homepage for your website is going to look like. And I've given you some options to choose from. These sort of model what you will see in blog posts about different homepage layouts, although I've tweaked the wording in a couple of cases. As you start to think about what the homepage layout might look like in your case, be sure to Google around and look for examples. Again, go back to your parallel sites. And then I want you to choose one of the ones that I've listed for you on the creative brief. That doesn't mean you can't change later, but it will help me help you find a theme later on. Once you've selected your design, I will also ask you to tell me what your preferred style is for the website. And I've given you some options here, which again will help me think about font and color and other ways to support you as you start to put your website together. Finally, and this looks like the shortest section, but in many ways it's the most important, I ask you to describe your content items. There are 6 content items you need to do in this course, and 2 of them are already predetermined by me. You're going to have to write an About Me statement, and you're going to have to write an About This Site statement. But the other 4 are the meaty parts of your website. They're the content that come from you. It's original content that you need to write or arrange for this semester. So I want you to bullet out what those 4 content items are going to be. So describe them. For example, I'm going to have a list of links that talk about X, Y, and Z. And you really want to describe what that content is. And that is the content that you will write during the semester in Google Documents. Once you've done all of this, make sure you click submit and feel free to go back and submit another creative brief if you have more ideas or your ideas change over the course of the semester.